We are talking coupling today with your girl, Kifile Mujapelo, on Mind Your Mind. So today I just want to throw a few things. Coupling. Do we take it into cognizance the power of that coupling? Or we just get into relationships and we do not couple? Because I know there are certain relationships that we just live together, we do things together, but we are not necessarily together in the same space, equally yoked, synced, and operating within the same values, within the same principles, within the same what else can we add? Whatever that you want to add into that. So coupling, do we take it serious? Do we come either formally or informally as we get into relationships to look at each other and ask the critical questions that must be answered? Do we ever look at background? Do we ever look and talk around these issues to acknowledge that we are brought up and raised, we were raised within a different family, different culture, different family system, different cultural background, a different ethnic group, and anything that we bring together as a couple? And now I'm not necessarily talking about marriage. This is general. I'm talking about couples generally within the relationship. Do you acknowledge when you come as a person and say, Motwaka, let's set, where have you been? How does it look like? And how do I feature? And how do we feature in? And when I'm saying where have you been, I'm not necessarily saying that somebody must narrate where to wait in her background. No, I've been with so and so. No, but just the highlight. That is if that person also reflects. Because sometimes you just go on in life and never self-introspect and reflect as to what the relationship did to you when you break up with somebody, what the relationship did to you, what did you learn, what do you take from it, what do you go forward with, and the unconscious elements that impacted you that you might not necessarily be aware of. But through questioning and introspection, then you might bring into awareness or on a conscious level certain things that otherwise you wouldn't have been able to see and be aware of. So I guess I'm highlighting the importance of self-reflection, a self-reflection, self-introspection, and going back into you, turning into you, and have a self-talk with you. That is very important because you are then operating at a point of self-awareness, at a point of self-development. You can be able to see where and what has impacted on you. Why are you where you are? Why are you that way? And what then going forward? Those are the critical questions that we never even ask ourselves, that we never even put into the table as couples to say where my background did to me, how my background shaped me, because we are the byproduct of our past, like it or not. Somehow, whatever my family, we were doing, the things, the customs, the culture, the way we converse in the house, the way we spoke, how my mother spoke to my dad, how my sister, everything around that household has impacted on who I am today, and can either impact positively or negatively on how I will manage my own family within my own family context. You know what I mean? So do we ever ask those critical questions? Do we ever couple and see as a couple, or how are we forming? This is what is named coupling, couple formation. What is informing this formation? What is forming? And what do we put into that forming process that tomorrow we'll look at and say, proactively, this is what I did? Or we are just reactive and look at the aftermath and only then are able to say, this is what went wrong with my life, when you were not necessarily conscious, intentional, and deliberate about whatever that you put within that context, the process of formation as a couple. So can we please take this very serious and ponder on it and go deep with it and take it to your partner? Look at this video and you can have whatever comments and everything that you want to throw and critiques and whatever between you and your spouse about this content. Look at it and think, take it home, think about it, because so many things and mistakes and pains can be avoided if things are spoken about, So thank you for watching. I hope I made sense to you, and I hope you really take this to your partner and you critique, you take whatever you most of all, you just take it home and see as to how are you forming and what informs your forming and what is your forming emanating from, meaning your background, your past, everything around that, your relationship resume. We covered it the last time on the other video when we spoke about relational intelligence. You know, so all this will contribute as to how your relationship. So please take it very serious. In closing, we are speaking about couple and coupling and couple formation. You know, so take it, and thank you so much for your time. And